share, and enjoy. Yes!
Hey, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a haul of all my official K-pop light sticks. It is a lot. I think we know by now that I'm a bit of a hoarder, as you can tell by my huge collection. But these light sticks I mainly bought for concerts, and to be honest, I never thought that I would buy a light stick until I went to a K-pop concert and I realized how important it was to like have one, even though I can't quite use my light sticks. If that makes sense. I don't know, I'm so in awe of the performance, I often forget to like do this. I do it through the chants now, which is a lot better. But yeah, I have a giant box. It's literally so full. These are all my light sticks. Some of them are still in the original box, some aren't. Some I have more than one of. I know I'm judging myself, it's okay. So I'm going to run through them with you, as well as give you like my favorite ones, as well as ones that I wish I bought that I don't have, or ones that I wish I didn't buy that I now have. I'm definitely going to keep these. I do like them now that I have them. I will also be putting batteries in them to show you what they look like on. Some of them have apps, la-di-da-di-da-di-da. So that is enough of an intro, and let's get into the light sticks. So the first light sticks I'm talking about is the iKON Compact. I bought this at the Jinny concert for $50. I know it's only like 18,000 won in Korea. I was meant to get it when I went to the concert in Korea, but it actually sold out. It is probably the cheapest light stick I own, if I didn't buy it in Australia, because most light sticks in Korea are like 20 to 30,000 won, and this one was only 18, I think, or 16. I know, something ridiculously cheap. I put batteries in there. It's got like a auto mood, which it's meant to like glow to the beat of the music. That's why it's kind of like does that, because I don't know if I can get it to react. There's a little switch here which has an iKON symbol on it. If you switch it down, oh, I just completely turned it off. It just remains as a still light. If you slide it up, it goes into that reactive lighting stage. It is a push button. It has combat on it. It says iKON. It's red. The Japanese ones has toppers which you can put on top, which I thought was really cool. I didn't get one, but I thought it'd be really cool. The handle twists off, and in it you just need two AAA batteries to make it function. It does also come with the, let me just try and get this battery out. It comes with the wrist strap, which I have around my wrist. It says iKON on it. It has the YG sign on it, and yeah, that's really it for this guy. There's no other special function to it, like it's not Bluetooth or anything like that. So this is still like their version 1 of the light stick, I believe. So normally the first version of light sticks are pretty basic, and then for their second version or third version they kind of get into the Bluetooth technology and stuff like that. So yeah, that's the first one. The second light stick I'm going to talk about is the red velvet one. This one is probably one of my most recent ones. It is their first ever light stick, and I kept the box because I had to ship it back from Korea and I did not want it to die. I don't quite get what this design is. It kind of looks like a cupcake top. It has red velvet in the middle. It's this beautiful like cream cupcake color. The one thing about this that I do love is this wrist strap. I feel like this is like one of the best wrist straps that I've seen. I don't mind the materially one, but this one, it just means like it can kind of like rotate out. I don't know, it's just a lot more functional for me. I also really like this color. It does come with a duffel bag as well, which is at the bottom of this thing. It's just like a black one. My one's like already like dying. Haven't even used it. So it has RV at the front, and you can just like shove your light stick in there, and it becomes kind of like a protection storage bag for your light stick, which is super handy. This one you twist open at the bottom, and it comes out with like a little battery cartridge. Almost a cartridge. I definitely mean cartridge. You pop your AAA batteries in, and this, because it has Bluetooth function, it's important that if you go to a concert you always have to change out the batteries, and you line it up. You slide it in, and on it comes. It has that function, the flashing function, and the crazy rapid flashing function, of course, because it's Bluetooth. Oh, it also has a slow blinking function. I did not know that. I think that is also like the Bluetooth seeking function, because if you see that little bit of blue light, at the end there. It normally means it's trying to find a Bluetooth. At the concert, it does change different colors depending on the Bluetooth, which is controlled by the people at the concert. You can't control it. I know this one doesn't have an app which you can change the colors yourself, but yeah, that's the red velvet light stick. The next light stick I have is the Pentagon light stick. The Pentagon fan club is called Universe, so it does have that sort of like university feel to it. In the middle it just says Pentagon. It is their version 1, so it doesn't have Bluetooth. It's similar to the GOT7 version 1, where in the middle of it, it actually has this little component to it, which is where you put the battery, but essentially it's like a, what's the word for it? It's like a flashlight? That's the word. It's like a flashlight. In it you pop out the battery cartridge again, and you pop in your batteries. So the cool thing about this is not only does it have Pentagon engraved on it, you can use this as a solo flashlight. It does function just as a flashlight, which I think is pretty cool, because I mean, if you're ever out of options for a flashlight, you can pop open your light stick and you've got yourself a flashlight. Obviously this then goes back into the main body, and when you turn it on, it lights up the globe, as you can see. So it has the still lights, it has the blinking light, it has the crazy blinking light, and then it has an off function. It's quite weighty, I would say. I do like the layered confetti effect on it. It does look like kind of very university, and yeah, I got this one at their fan meeting quite recently, or was it, yeah, it was the anniversary fan meeting, I believe. It does come with a strap and it has Pentagon on it, and that's all in the box together. The next light stick that I have, and probably my favorite light stick, is the BTOB light stick. It is built like a megaphone. I love it. I think this design is so super unique, and it was like one of the light sticks that I really wanted to get my hands on, because I went to the Cube concert, and at that time I hadn't bought this light stick, and I saw it in action and I was like, damn, I really want that light stick. So the bottom again unscrews, and you've got your battery pack in the middle. So it is shaped like a megaphone. You can hold it this way. I've seen people hold it this way. It also comes with a strap that has Born to Beat on the bottom. It's very similar to the Pentagon one, but because they are the same company. You turn that bad boy on, and can you see how, because there is two layered, there's that blue inner rim with the white outer rim, it looks like there's two colors. Now this is a Bluetooth function light stick, which meant that when they changed the colors, it always looked like there were dual tones in there because of that inner blue rim, which I thought was super cool. It also says Born to Beat there, and sometimes it can cast like the shadow onto the ground, which I thought was really cool. It doesn't obviously, I can't obviously show you that on camera. It has the still light, has the flashing light, it has the crazy disco light, and off obviously. And yeah, so the Bluetooth, it doesn't have an app, but it does connect at the concert when you're there in the venue, which honestly, this is probably hands down my favorite light stick that I own. Because I think this is my second light stick. This is the Big Bang one. I think this is version 2. It does have a crown, and similar to the iKON one, it has a slidey bit here. So I'm just going to push the button, which turns it on. It lights up like that, and as you slide the bottom up, it goes into like the reactive state, which should react to the beat of music as well as to noise. But I'm not so sure if it works. It does work. Lovely. I had this probably for the longest time. Although I don't think that's my first one. But this dude is definitely falling apart. I've definitely given it a good go at their concert when they came here back in, I don't know, maybe I can check my wall. No, I don't have a ticket for it. Anyways, I went to the concert when they came here. I went to both days that they were here, and that's when I got this bad boy. I quite like it. It's really simple. The only thing is it like feels a little bit like a weapon. Like you could kill somebody with it. It has a little strappy hole down the bottom with the strap, which was similar to iKON. You can twist open the bottom, and then the battery goes in, much like the Combat. So good on you, YG, for sticking with a similar design. I think it's time to talk to you about my first ever light stick, and it is the BAP light stick. I don't even know what version this is. I got it the first time they came to Australia, which was quite a long time ago. It does have the opening at the back so you can slide your batteries in. There we go. It lights up a green color. It has a slow flashing function, and that's really it. There was not much to this light stick. This thing I made myself so I could hang him up and he wouldn't like topsy-turvy, although he's kind of doing that right now. But yeah, I am a huge BAP fan, if you didn't know. And when they came to Australia, I had to get their light stick. This was my first ever light stick I ever owned, and I still have him and I love him to bits. I did recently also go to their concert in Korea, and this was their limited venue one for that concert. It was a very bittersweet concert, but yeah, this one, I mean, it was just, I think it was just for that tour. This is still their official light stick, although I feel like they have another version of this. I'm not so sure, but yeah, I've got 2 of them for BAP because I love my boys. Okay, so I think it's time to talk about 17. I have an official, unofficial 17 light stick, because when they came to Australia we weren't sure if they were going to bring light sticks, so I bought this dude. I think it was like $2. It's not official, it is just one of those like fan made ones. This was the one that they brought with them on tour. This just says first Asia Pacific tour shiny diamonds. I think, yep, it still works. So it's just like, it's similar to that BAP one. It lights up from the bottom. It has a still light, a blinking light, and a flashing light, and that's what it looked like. At that time, I don't think they had an official light stick anyways, so it wasn't like a huge bummer. But when I went to see them in Korea while I was living there, I did manage to pick up their official light stick. I still have it in the box because this box is just so aesthetically pleasing. Like, look at that gradient, it's so beautiful. I kept it in all its beauty, and the sad thing is I didn't manage to get that keychain which allows you to change that little duty up the top. But yeah, that's what it looks like. This is a carrot bond. It just has like the 17 logo at the top, and very clean bottom. It has 17 on the handle and this rib strap as well. To open it, you just twist the bottom off and you have the battery pack, and there it is with the battery inside. This one, when it lights up, it does have like a dual tone effect as well. I might insert some pictures. Oh, how's my autofocus? I might insert some pictures of it during the concert. It does have a Bluetooth function and it does have an app. Let me just grab the app for you. So it does have a still light, a flashing light, and a crazy disco light, as well as if you can sync it up to the app, it will make it go multicolors, so that's really fun. You got 17 light stick. You do have the app which you can change it into different things, including party. There's a therapy one which kind of just stays in this haze. You can also choose the color. As I'm going through the rainbow now, the color on the duty does change. There we go. Here's my autofocus coming through. Talk about my EXO light sticks. I have 2 of them. These are the version 2 ones. The reason I have 2 is because this guy, I don't know, can you hear that? It is completely broken. I don't know how it happened. It just is very faulty, and it makes me super sad that it's faulty. So when I was in Korea for their concert, I managed to get another one. It comes in this sort of packaging. This is the version 2 light stick. It does also have an app, although I don't think it controls the color. When you get it, it comes in this box and you get 2 handles. You can switch between the 2, and it comes with a wrist strap. It's a very clean white design. There's nothing too much about it, and it has a button there. To open the duty, you just screw the bottom off, and inside is the battery pack. This white light, and it has a flashing and then a disco function. With the app, it is not really like a EXO Lightstick app. It is like an SM group. It's just called With. You have to log in, and then it syncs your light stick to your seat. This one is Bluetooth controlled. That way you can't use an app to change the color like the 17 one. The next light stick I have is also one of my faves, and it is the Monsta X light stick. I got this when they came to Australia for, what was it, iKON. So yeah, I quite like it. It's got like crowns in the center. It's got Monsta X at the top and Monsta X engraved around the head. It almost looks like a torch, like a fire torch. You unscrew the bottom and inside there is the battery pack, and when it lights up it just looks like that. If you look through, I can't really show you, but it's got like a gradient on the inside where it's like green, blue, and then purple. Obviously it has the different flashing functions. Hectic. I don't know if this has a Bluetooth function. I can't remember. I forgot to use it at iKON because I was so shocked by how amazing they were live, and I left it here when I was in Korea, so I don't know what it was like in concert. Again, it comes with a strap which has Monsta X on it. I do really like this design. I think it also is another one of those really unique ones with the crown, and that's why I really wanted to buy it, because it was just so beautiful of a design. I don't know, it's just really satisfying to look at. You feel? The next two light sticks I'm going to talk about are the GOT7 ones. This is the version 1 and this is the version 2. This one I got at the GOT7 concert when they came to Sydney. This one I got at the GOT7 concert when I was in Korea. I'm going to start off with this one. This one is, you know, your typical bird, I gotta say, with the GOT7 symbol in the middle. This design is very similar to the Pentagon one, where it has a kind of flashlight sort of cartridge in the middle, and you can use it as a flashlight. So you slip this guy into the middle there, and then you don't screw the other one on. You screw the head of the bird back onto the body, and then the light shines through the bird, and that is the hectic crazy disco. That is the still light. That is the slightly flashing back to the crazy disco. This one didn't have a Bluetooth function, which is why they released their second version. Now if you look at them, they are similar shape. This one is definitely a lot heavier. The handle's a lot thicker. The inside has also changed. It's no longer that green color. It's now like a more translucent. It still has the bird shape. This guy has an app which I will open up for you in a sec. The controls for this are on the side. It has a on, off, and Bluetooth. On the on one, you still have to control it by the button at the front. We've got a steel, we've got a flashing light, and then we've got the crazy disco light. Now if I put it onto the Bluetooth, it turns into this blue light as it starts searching for the app. Now you only have to put it on the Bluetooth one when you try to connect it to the app. If you're at a concert, it will automatically connect because it just has that central control system. So right now I can control what color this birdie decides to turn just by using this color wheel that I have on my app. It's pretty cool. I quite like this. It means that you can have your own little rave party at home. It also has a concert mode, obviously, which is where you put your seat information and stuff like that. It is much lighter and just so much better. I really like this wristband because it does have this little buckle here, which means if you have tiny wrists, you can do that and it won't like fling off into outer space. Although I know that this is not the best design, because even at the GOT7 concert, a lot of people lost the top of their bird because it just flew away. Even mine was coming off, so I had to like super glue this part at home by myself. But yeah, I do prefer the second version, not just because of the function, but just because of the usability of it. Alright, the next light stick is probably the most recent release. This is the Blackpink hammer. To be honest, I didn't want to buy this. I was like, it's not really a design I liked, but I went to the Blackpink house and it really sold me, and it made me realize just how unique this design is. If you didn't know, the inspiration for it was obviously like a toy hammer that you often see on like the variety shows. This is what it looks like. It's got the black and the pink because they're called Blackpink. It has a wrist strap down the bottom. This hammer is really cool because it does compress, so you can, but also at the top you can control if it has the sound on or if it has the sound off. So I mean, I thought that was like really cool because you can have this annoying squeak happening, which is like the typical hammer sound, or you can turn it off so you can still have that function but not have the annoying sound. It is obviously made out of like a rubber material, and it has Blackpink engraved on here as well as here, and the buttons are like this chromy pink color. To put the battery in, you unscrew the bottom and the batteries go in here, much like any other YG light stick that we've seen so far. When you press the button, it's got this still function as well as a sensor function, which should pick up my voice. Similar to all the other YG Lightsticks that we've seen, but this design is definitely a lot more unique. I'm not gonna lie, I do really like this little dude. So moving on to like my largest collection of Lightsticks for one group, I have all 3 of the BTS bombs. I have version 1, I have version 2, I have version 3. All of them are in their little baggies. So that's just, I dropped one. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry everybody. Let's just start with version 1. This is the version 1 of the BTS bomb. It did have like a little red bit there, but my friend broke it. Like she didn't even lose it, she just like absolutely broke it. It has that globe at the top, it has BTS here and then ARMY on the back. I believe I got this the first time they came to Australia, so that was like back in, I don't even remember. Anyways, the globe at the top comes off, and inside it has that Lightstick cartridge thing again, which you can use like as a flashlight. It goes into the handle of the doody, and then you can slide your globe back in somehow in the best way possible, and then you push the button at the bottom, and it is like literally the faintest of lights, but it's got like all the flash functions. And yeah, that was the first version of the bomb that they had. They also have the wrist strap with the BTS on it. The second version of the bomb is obviously this little dude where they changed the handle. Let me compare them. This is version 1, this is version 2. Obviously the globe got a bit smaller and the handle a lot more sleeker. They got rid of that little bit at the top, so it's now just like a solid bit. They still have the little like plastic bits, although I quite like the sound. It sounds more hollow. But it still has a little like I don't know how to describe them, like rubber balls in it. This Lightstick has been with me around the world, so it is literally like kind of breaking apart and a little roughed up, but this time it has the battery pack at the bottom with the where you put the batteries inside. So this guy does vibrate when it turns on. At the first time it has 3 functions of flash, as well as the slow gradual flash, which is probably like my favorite function on a Lightstick. It is Bluetooth, so they do connect it at the concert. I don't think this one had the app connection just yet. It was like just shy of having that. And the version 3 of the Lightstick, if I compare it to the version 2, it's of course a little bit slimmer again. The handle has changed, the silver is gone. It has this rotating base, which I really like because it's so much more functional, and it has slidey buttons as well as the Bluetooth to the app. This is why I was saying I'm not sure if the Blackpink was the most recent, because I feel like it might be this one that was the most recent. I got this obviously at their Love Yourself tour. Wait, no, I didn't. Wait, I ordered this. I pre-ordered this and it arrived at my door. I even have the review on my channel, so I can link that down below if you want to see how this bad boy like fully functions. And at that time the app hadn't come out, so now I can show you what it's like with the app. It has the on, off, and then Bluetooth function. So when it's on, you do have to use the button to navigate. It has the new BTS like doors. I don't know if I can, I think I tried to show you on the other video, but it has the doors sort of in the middle. It still has the plastic beads. It's got that little antenna. It's got the new symbol down the bottom. Got a thicker strap, and it's got that Bluetooth there, so I'm going to connect it to the app. And it's synced. Here we go. You can do it any color of the rainbow as you wish. Like, go wild. The app is very similar to the GOT7 one in terms of this sort of screen. The 17 one does look a little bit different. Again, it has a concert mode where you can sync it up to your seat and stuff like that. And if you put the button in the middle, it turns it off. All 3 of the Lightsticks do come with like the duffel bag. This was for the 3rd one, I believe. So it has the door. I think this one, yeah, this one is the version 2 black baggie, and this one is the first version baggie. So each of them get their own little like bag to sleep in, which is super nice because it means I can get rid of the box and not feel like I'm going to destroy this. Oh my goodness, this was like the longest video to film because I only had 3 batteries, so I had to exchange it out of all these light sticks. But yeah, that is my complete light stick collection. My favorite light sticks by far is definitely the Blackpink or the BTOB ones. I really love their design. I think it's like really fun and just something different, which I think is great to see, like companies really trying out more out of the box sort of designs than just like your typical light stick. There are a few light sticks that I wish I got that I didn't end up getting, and one of them is the Twice light stick, which is the candy bong. I wanted to get it, but at the same time I was like, would I ever? And now I regret. I feel like I should have gotten it. Another light stick that I wanted was the shiny one. I didn't end up going to a shiny concert, which I was super sad about, but I do like the light stick. Thank you for watching this one. Hopefully it was kind of like informational about light sticks, or maybe you're trying to buy the light sticks and you're trying to see if it's worth it, and from this video you know if you want to buy it or not. But yeah, if you like some of these like haul-ish showing you stuff videos, please let me know, because I have things I can't always show you, such as this beautiful wall here, these little plushies there, my ridiculous sticker and washi collections. But yeah, let me know if you enjoyed this video. I'll put a link down below as well for where you can buy light sticks if you're looking to buy them and you're not in Korea. But yeah, thank you for watching. I said but yeah like 4 times, which means it's definitely time to go. Thank you for watching. I will see you guys on my next video. Bye.